Hello and welcome to the Blackout Podcast, where I get to talk to amazing people who do amazing things. And today I have the super talented, super awesome performer, super rapper, JayTheKidd. Thanks for coming to the podcast
Thank
today.
you. Appreciate you for having me.
Okay, JayTheKidd, what's the story behind the name?
I mean, I started out Lil J, and my name is Jaden. And then I kind of just, there was too many Lil J's, so switched it up. One of Juice WRLD's, his old name before he changed his was JayTheKidd. So that was a little bit of inspiration, and just kind of just came together. A lot of people called me the kid too, like growing up, because I always hung out with older people. So
oh, he's the kid.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Music. Where did the love of music come from? Why did you decide to go down that trail?
It's always been like part of my family, and my aunt, she's really into the industry herself, and she's a singer, and her sister's a singer. My mom's the only one that's not a singer. It's kind of ironic, but so my grandmother played piano for an organ, or played organ in a church for like 25 years, so kind of just always was around it. She taught me piano when I was young.
I was going to ask if you play any instrument.
Yeah, she taught me piano when I was younger, and then I ended up moving to guitar, ukulele, which was easy after guitar, and then, yeah, I mean, a few other odd things, but those are my main strengths.
So, I mean, typically you'd expect to play in a band or do some pop or rock stuff. Like hip-hop, how did you...
I think that was just, I think that was a culture moment. I don't know, that's just kind of what we started listening to. Like, I mean, I listened to all genres when I was younger, but when I was probably around, 11 or 12, I was starting to listen to more to hip-hop. And
what are some of the artists you listen to?
I originally was listening to a lot of Juice WRLD. Drake was always there. It was all over the board. It was kind of more what was just like recent. Like that's when I really dived into the genre, and it was just anything. But Juice WRLD was one of those that stuck out. That's why I kind of been doing melodic music early on.
What did you love about his music? Yeah, well, you kind of mentioned.
Melodic and just like the free flow, the feeling. He worries more about a feeling than certain punchlines. Now I'm more focused on lyrical stuff that I'm recording. Like I'm going to the studio later. It's all it's going to be experimental production, like just boom bap, but with samples. It's going to be more like that. So it's steering away from what I've done.
Right, because, you have like the melodic thing, like you said. What is the catalyst behind the change?
I think it's growing up, maturing maybe. I want to tell more of a story, I guess, in the music. Affect more people beyond just the actual feeling of the music with some stories. Showing that I can fully rap. People are, you're not really a rapper, you're a singer and stuff. They're like, okay, well, I don't put out super rap stuff, but so now I'm going to make a rap album.
Okay, so it's one thing to listen to the artists. Like a lot of people listen to Juice WRLD, Drake, and all these people.
Yeah.
But there's something else that happens that takes it to the next level where you're like, I don't want to listen, I want to make mine. What made you decide to start making music?
To like start making my own music? I think I always tried to make music. Like, I think when I was 9 or 10, like I started to make like pop songs, whatever it was, on GarageBand, and I'd record with like the Apple headphones, just a little mic. I did that. I put out songs like that. And then I kind of just lost it for a little bit. And then me and my friend, we just made a hip-hop song the same way off GarageBand, whatever, just for fun one night when we were hanging out, and that's kind of where it sparked off from. That we put that out on streaming services, and then that was kind of like, it did really well where we were. I think it was like 4,000 streams within a week.
Holy
but like
shit.
Without doing promotions, anything. That was just as a joke song.
Yeah.
And then everybody around was just listening to it. And
what was the song called?
It's called Insert.
What's it about?
It was pretty graphic. I think it was. Yeah, I think you can kind of guess from the name and that's kind of what it was. But it was a joke song, and it was yeah, I think it was. Oh fuck, what was the lyric? I think it was just grab my dick and click insert. I think that was the main line. But it was just it was raunchy and but it was a meme that everybody was just picked up, and that's what started. I was like, damn, like this kind of blew up more than I expected. And I was like, well, I do like music genuinely, and that was a joke. So then it was kind of trying to transfer that into.
So what was the first serious song that you made then?
That would have been, I guess, or first serious song.
Right. Like after that, after insert, yeah.
After that, I think I put out a few more singles, but it wasn't like as much traction, and that was more again just me putting it out. They were all recorded through GarageBand, and then I think that was like grade 8. Like going into grade 9, and it's like the start of grade 9 that Christmas. I was like, Mom, like, can I get a computer? I want to like start actually recording that. So that was all my Christmas presents for that year, was helping set up recording and getting, like I said, a computer and helping out. She helped out with that, which was cool. So then started recording down in my basement. And
was it just like you solo recording? Did you have friends come over?
It was usually just me. I mean, I'd have friends come over and fuck around in the mic and stuff, but nothing was ever like serious like that. And the guy that I made a joke song with, he wasn't really, into that. It was just a joke at the time. And so, and some people were like, yeah, why are you taking it serious? Like, that was a joke. And I'm like, I actually like music. I want to do it. So it's kind of been a never going battle to prove myself, I guess. Yeah.
Exactly. And then you gather this momentum and you're building and building and building. And now your like stream numbers are crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
What is, I guess, the source there? What's the secret sauce?
I've like right now I'm in the music industry or music business program at NSCC, but like I've been learning the business stuff since I first put out like my official first single as JayTheKidd. Did all that. I was kind of learning how to promote it. I really focused locally. Like a lot of people are like, okay, like wherever, like, oh, if I get streams from there. I had ads like targeted every town and around. So it was just that song. I don't know. It just made a wave in Nova Scotia. Like majority of the streams are from Nova Scotia, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, because I'm used to people getting streams usually like from the US, New York, whatever. But like super targeting it. That's
now it's starting to more kind of expand and soft out. Everybody like the new factor is gone, so everyone's like, oh, he's just one of those rappers. So unless I have something crazy that comes up, which is planned, that's coming.
Okay.
But like, you know what I mean? It's kind of just you sit down and it's like, okay, whatever, and do that. So now it's more spread out. I got like Spotify has this new thing like discovery campaigns, but it's like it plays the radio and then it's worldwide, so it's whoever's kind of sticking with it, but algorithmic, the people. So getting quite a few streams from that these days.
Okay, I'm learning a lot just from talking to you. So you put your songs out, getting all these streams. Your performance is a whole other thing. What was your first performance? How was that, and how did you build this performance persona you have now? Because it's wild.
The first show, like we hyped it up a lot. So the first show was like almost a year after that debut single. There was only one other song coming out, so it was kind of like there's more songs coming out, and that project's still on the way. That it's finished, but it's just a bunch of old songs trying to get out. But anyways, it was previewing all of that, and it was my first live show, so everybody's like, okay, I want to see what it's about, if he's actually any good, I guess. So that was just a lot of the hometown. Everybody came, I guess, to see what I had to prove. Some people that were listening to the music, a lot of friends, and I guess the performance aspect, that was all. I don't know, that's always kind of, there's videos of me when I was like 4 or 5, just standing on top of tables, dancing, like, so I think that was always kind of just built for me, what I wanted to do.
Okay, okay. I mean, if you've been doing it that long, then it makes sense because I'm watching your thing on Instagram and then like actually, but yeah, your performances are wow. Let's talk about Instagram because you're getting all those streams on Spotify and them. But your social media, especially your Instagram, is crazy too. Like,
Yeah.
how do you handle that? Why do you get all the crazy engagement? Because man,
Yeah, I think it's similar. I think it's a lot of people from home, like New Glasgow and Pictou County area, that I don't know. It was like, like I said, the first hate. Then everybody showed up to the show, see what it's like. Okay, he's kind of good. So now there's a good chunk of people from there that are support me and want me to do well, and slowly like networking, connecting, like growing a community around here. Because again, I'm even though I'm still from Nova Scotia, it's a whole different, you know what I mean? Two different or communities, people that don't know who I am. I may not know them, and so now it's like a whole new challenge, which is cool. But that's a lot of it's from home, and then some of those people that I've networked with. But trying to post stuff that's engaging, I guess. I don't just post whenever.
yeah, that's the other thing again. Like the gap between your posts is like a long time.
Yeah.
But once they come out, it's like all the numbers run up. I'm like,
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like people are like, oh, you should post more. You should post more. It's like, well, I'm not that entertaining. I don't have something to come out with every week. I just got the video back for Magnetic World, and I did like a little thing for that. So that'll be like the next post. But even that's like a month after, and then I mean, I guess we'll see how that does. I posted on YouTube, and I just post like a little trailer on Instagram, but I worked that around with this too, and
okay.
that's what I mean. I try and plan it out, so it's like, all right, it's not just spur of the moment, because nobody's really gonna.
Right.
It's the same thing with dropping music, everything. It's you at the spur of the moment. Nobody's
That's so specific, and directed and targeted too, as we said. How do you, I guess, with the producers, how do you decide on producers you work with?
I mean, a lot of the stuff that's out now, actually, all the songs that are out now, I think, are produced by a guy in New Jersey, and we just met online, I think, through another artist I was working with early on, and he kind of had the same ear that the beats that I wanted, and we just FaceTime and cook up, I guess. A lot of that, and then other ones are YouTube beats. That's mainly like right now is actually my first time like really getting into like producers on hand. Like I'm really getting into the production on this album that I'm working on, so I'm gonna be right there, be like, no, change this, do that.
Oh,
I'm gonna be right
wow.
there, so I can fully create exactly what I want. Other than when it's like find a tight beat on YouTube or get somebody to like, can you make something like this? And even though you're on FaceTime and doing it, it's like somebody can only do so much.
I mean, yeah, okay. And it's all you doing things? You have a team?
There's a production class at the school that I'm working at. So they have like specific access to the studio. So that's where I'm recording too. It's at the school, but it's like $1 million studio. It's good shit. And so we're gonna try and see what they can do. So I'm not on the technical side of producing, but so they'll be like the technical, but I know exactly what sound and what we're going for.
Yeah.
Like I got all the samples picked out. I'm like, all right, we're gonna work these ones. So it's just I just don't know the technical side.
How long is a typical session when you are in the studio?
This one is 5 hours.
How do you, because you know what, like when you're working on a song, it is physical, but it's also mental. And when you combine
Yeah.
the two, you get tired. So I guess, how do you keep your energy going for that long?
I don't know, just trying to be like staying it's true, like you can get tired and you don't want to do anything, but just like trying to throw yourself back into the moment, realizing why you're there. That's the biggest thing that I do. It's like, okay, I'm here to, I'm lucky to have this studio, lucky to have these people that are here. So I gotta make the most of it while I'm there. I don't want to be home and saying, damn, if
I
only
should have-
if only I
yeah.
did a little bit extra, if only I did this. So I just try and like, if I'm ever like just slacking off, I just smack myself with that and be like, come on, you're gonna be hating yourself afterwards for
Yeah.
this. You can do this afterwards and be happy and slouched.
Wow.
Right? So that's the main thing.
This project, how many songs are gonna be on it? Do you know?
I don't know specifically, but probably between 11 and 14, around there. So
When do you think you'll be done? That's a lot.
I think after like the end of the school year, I think we'll have like all the demos finished and everything. This is like the first session for this album, so it's like very, very fresh and new.
Do you have a title for the album yet?
Still working, but 90% is gonna be Scotian Baby.
Why that title?
Yeah. So, and I might keep that as a series, be like Scotian Baby 2, something like that.
Why that title though? Scotian Baby.
I don't know. I was just born here.
Did you come up with it? Did someone?
Yeah, I think I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I did. I mean, I feel like I might have like brought it up to friends, be like, "Is this cringy? Is this weird or something?" But I think it was a lot of people that are from like different areas or unknown areas. They'll always have. There was one artist I think that inspired it a little bit too. I forget what his name was. Big Moochie Grape, I think his name was.
That's a very particular name.
Yeah, but his album was called Haitian Baby or yeah, something like that, and it was kind of just that's cool, and he just had it vibed towards that with his style still. So that's what the album is. It's gonna be very Nova Scotian. There's gonna be a lot of like sampling sea shanties and Celtic folk music.
Oh,
a lot of traditional
rap
stuff
on
like
it?
that. Yeah, they're gonna sample that and then have like some really experimental drums, like sounding like parade music, like.
God damn. And okay. So I know you're working with these producers and stuff, but do you have the idea for the song or the beat in your head when you go into the session? Or
I have like 2 or 3 solid ideas in my head right now, but I also have like probably like 20 or 30 like good songs picked for like sampling, so we can take that in and then see what works, because you can make a sample sound completely different. So there's some that it's like, all right, we don't got to change that sample much, just do certain things, and then some it's like it could become something completely different. But I have a good idea of how I want the album to go, what vibes.
Do you have an idea of any artists you will feature on the album?
I do. I got some big features planned.
Anything you can
I guess
share?
that's what I was just thinking. I was like, should I say it? But I guess it's not completely confirmed.
Okay.
So
We can wait.
But
We'll wait for the surprise then.
all I'll say is that they're probably the biggest names in hip hop, Nova Scotia. Like that'd be.
So, what's his name? He gets nominated. Classified, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm planning. I'll just say, I don't care. I'm planning Class, Quake Matthews.
Yeah.
Javier Mighty, she's from Toronto.
Right,
She's
but
coming up. She's really cool.
Holy shit. How are you pulling this off, though?
Javier Mighty is still that's just personally what I want. That's what I want to go for. But Classified and Quake, I opened for Classified before.
Oh, how was that experience opening for Classified?
That was sweet. That was 3 days after my first live performance in Glasgow, and then that was in Pictou too. So it was like a runoff.
Wow!
It worked really well too. So everybody that didn't get to my show, because my show sold out too in like 5 days.
Gosh,
so then everybody came to that. So it was it's like a whole festival weekend going on.
That's crazy.
That was definitely one of the best moments of my career. So
yeah,
far.
no, that's sick. And then, are you? I guess when it comes to working with other artists, what's your approach to that?
Like, I mean, I guess their ability, who they are, again, too, like recognition as well. Like, they're very well known, which that will hopefully help cement the project. And it's like, okay, this is a Nova Scotian project, the biggest guys, let's give it a listen. And then hopefully people will be like, okay, yeah, he's legit too. Hopefully be able to build on that. and they're just some of my favorite artists as well. Like, so they're incredibly talented. So that's
no argument, especially Quake Matthews. Oh my God.
yeah, he's wicked.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very undervalued as
No,
well too.
I love his. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah,
so
you go on about him for a while.
so music videos. What are your thoughts on those?
I like them. They're expensive, but they're cool. They add a good touch. So if there's ever a really good song that I want to push, that's kind of I'm like, all right, if this song I can hear doing like better than normal, I'll probably do it. And I've been getting into like grants and stuff like that too. So the more grants I get, the more videos I can have.
It makes total sense
yeah.
because, as you said, videos cost money, and if you're going to, what's the word now? If you're going to create magic, there's no reason why you shouldn't access the funds that are there, right? So you should go ahead and grant and apply for those grants if you can. And then I know you're gonna be like, oh, I've just started now, but you've done stuff for a while now. What are 2 or 3 things that you've like, okay, based on what I started and what I know now, those are the mistakes I make now, or those are the things I need to work on now?
Yeah, there's a lot of them, and definitely still learning every day. I don't know, just putting out, like, even though I took my time with my first release, I feel like the ones after that, I kind of rushed to get out to follow up that success, and then it wasn't I shouldn't say fell apart, they did all right, but you know what I mean? Felt like it fell apart more to where it's like, okay, I could have did better with that song. So now it's just, I'm really careful about releasing. So right now it's like I'm in a slow, like dry spout, but it's because I'm building the plans for the next 3 to 5 years. So then it'll just be a constant go, go, go. And that's hopefully, I don't know.
Wow.
That's the plan, to kind of push it.
I mean, but that's a lot of work though. Okay, and then the other thing is you do have school. So you have school.
Yeah, that's a big thing that comes into it as well.
Exactly. You're making this music, you're working on this project, you're trying to get all these artists together. How are you balancing it all?
It's a lot, but I'm lucky that the stuff that I'm working in school, some of the projects, I can apply them to me. So it's like in the marketing and communications one, we're working on writing a marketing grant. So it's like I'm writing a marketing grant for JayTheKidd. So learning how to do that stuff successfully, being able to do it in the future, but it's like I'll already have a ready-made grant for this project that I'm waiting to release that I performed at that show. And then it's like, okay, I'll have the money to be able to push that, and then I'm not lacking and it's going down with the time and everything like that.
So you're like riding a wave, but before this wave comes down, you're landing on that other wave to keep it going, type of thing?
Yeah, that's what I was doing almost, but then it was like it kept going down because it wasn't as fine and perfected as the first one.
Okay.
So now it's like, all right, everything's going to be fine and perfected. So it's like I'm building it, and so right now everybody's like, oh, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, exactly. But coming to that though, how do you know, or what indicates that it's where you want it to be at? Like it's ready, it's perfect, it's good to go?
I think once the music's done and I have a solid plan, like I said, like I'm planning 3 to 5 years in the future. So it's like I'm working back from where I want to be 3 to 5 years.
Right.
So what do I got to do now to do that? It's a lot, again, like I said, but I'm able to work a lot of the school into it, work those plans as well. Schooling is literally there to help build that plan. So using that, going, yeah, it's a lot of stuff, but
I can't even imagine it. But you're making it look so easy though. One thing I didn't ask you and I'm curious about is when it comes to writing, your raps and stuff, your lyrics, is there a process to it? Do you get the beat first? How do you do that?
Yeah, usually it's definitely the beat first. Like sometimes I just write and just have ideas when I'm feeling it, put them in my notes. But most of the time, it's like, okay, I'm going to the studio tonight. I probably won't be recording at all, unless it's like we create something crazy. It's like I gotta record to it right now or something, which can happen. But more than likely, it's like, all right, I want to produce most of this album, and then I'm gonna go back and write and record. And I'm sure, like while I'm producing it, I'm gonna come up with ideas and melodies or something that I can write. But I just go and I'll just spaz over it, do whatever, like sound like. I'll just, it won't even sound like English sometimes. It'll just be like mumble. And then I'll go back and I'll say, okay, which part kind of sounded good? And then I can rewrite to what sounds good.
Good. That's a lot of work.
It's different. But I find it's always how, like, if I go in there with the feeling of the beat and I'm just doing blah, 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 like having the melodies and what's gonna work, what sounds good, and then trying to write to that.
Oh, right. And you're like, okay, the flow feels good this way based on this beat and this cadence and things like that.
Yeah, I seen Kanye record, and he records pretty similar too. Like he'll produce and then he just goes and mumbles something, but it sounds like the finished product just without words. I don't know.
So I'm guessing you watched that documentary. What was it called? Genius? Is it?
Genius. Yeah, something like that.
Anyway, I mean, you're here in the studio. It would be great if you could perform something. But before I let you go, I want to ask this question though. You're doing what you love. You're making music, and you're finding a way to balance your life. Someone is out there and they're like, "Oh man, I love what JayTheKidd is doing." And like, I'd love to at least be in that realm. What advice can you share?
To like try and get to what I'm doing? I mean, to write, record, practice your craft, because again, there's no sense putting out something that not everyone's going to hear. And like sometimes people, I think it sounds great, or these people might, but you really got to be careful, because what you put out is going to be out there. I'm sure years down the line, people are going to dig up those first songs that I put out, and it's going to be like, damn, he's awful. He was awful. But I mean, at least still, those are the mistakes that I realized I made. But I was a kid, and you can't hate on that. So working, having good music, and then once you have that good music, to say, okay, where is it going to work? Where is it going to fit? And building that plan, like I was saying, that's like, okay, I want this song to do this, and work back and say, okay, how am I going to be able to do that? And you're obviously not going to know everything, so I don't know, search it up on the internet. Like that's what I started doing, and it's a lot of the stuff it tells you is good. Like, it's not all in depth, and it's a lot of generic stuff, but like I said, if somebody's just starting out and they're trying to get to where I'm at, like, learn the generics of the industry, how it sells, how to actually get your song up onto Spotify and Apple, how to possibly get onto editorial playlists, how to secure that first show, how to, things like that, how to hire a publicist to actually get your name out there, maybe get yourself an interview. Just things like that. Just getting yourself out there, building a plan, and being cautious. Not jumping the gun and saying, okay, here's my new album, and everybody check out my SoundCloud link, and then hoping for the best and being like, damn, I only got 50 plays. Well, if you had ads into that leading up to your first song, being like, hey, I'm an artist, like, everybody check this page out, like, I'm starting this, being genuine. There's a lot of it, but like I said, doing the basics, searching on the internet, going off that, and again, don't believe everything you see on the internet, but there's tons of stuff. You guys, what ChatGPT? You can ask that. Right. You can say, how do I successfully release my first debut single, and it'll give you a generic, step-by-step process, and work from that. So you're like, oh, that's not gonna work for me. This will. And then dive into each one of those sections, learn what they really mean. You can build yourself a good plan, good little. And again, that goes for anything, like not even just music. Like if you're trying to start a business,
same thing.
Same thing.
So it's like you've created this template. I love that. It's always great talking to you. It's JayTheKidd. I'm going to clear out and let you perform a
Appreciate it.
song for us, man. Thanks for coming in today.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, she from New Glasgow, and she make that ass go. I'm just trying to pay the way for rappers like some asphalt. Soon as I'm 18, I'm gonna leave, but I'm coming back though, cause I still gotta put the fucking city on the map. Alright, I say no to other bitches, but they know I'm too nice. Got a red solo car with codeine and some ice. I just needed them to realize that shit is right or die. I got a bad bitch to my left and another one up on my right, saying that I did it right, cause I told that little hoe that I wasn't gonna be surprised when the sun blew right in front of her eyes. We can take it back for a minute. Yeah, fuck your shawty, make that ass clap for a living. Yeah, fuck it, we gon' lift all the restrictions. Know that when we talking shit, know the sky's the limit, but you won't notice when you get here. Yo bitch wanna suck dick, I told her get off of it. She just wanna pop Molly, I don't wanna pop shit. Said I got a cold heart, bitch I'm really heartless. She think that I act too hard, that's just because I'm top shit. Fuck a beat, now what kind of deal you talking about? I'ma take my blick and run it right out through your house. I just caught her right and thought about it, now she's speaking out. I'ma take this shit and put it right all in you now. She gon' wash her out, I say no to other bitches, but they know I'm too nice. Got a red solo car with codeine and some ice. I just needed them to realize this rap shit is right or die. I got a bad bitch to my left and another one up on my right, saying that I did it right, cause I told that little hoe that I wasn't gonna be surprised when the sun blew right in front of her eyes. Never knew another 17-year-old white boy from Nova Scotia in my position, dedicated to my dream in my mind. I already seen that vision. They wouldn't play my shit, yeah, ain't nobody would listen, but look at me now, I'm on my way to the top with no help or assistance. When I'm on the court carrying the team, bitch, you know I feel like Pippen. I'm the hottest at the ball, I kill all my competition. I've been stacking up bread, yeah, the money my ambition. Pussy bitches better listen up, better do something different. Damn, whoa. Yeah, she from New Glasgow, and she make that ass go. I'm just trying to pay the way for rappers like some asphalt. Soon as I'm 18, I'm gonna leave, but I'm coming back though, cause I still gotta put the fucking city on the map. I'm playing with it, I'm about to break a fucking back. Yeah, you know the kid was gone, but now he's coming back home. In case you weren't phone, I'm making sure that fucking gas knows. Right, I say no to other bitches, but they know I'm too nice. Got a red solo car